Uh-oh, Calvin spilled his milk.
Oh, no, that's all the milk we had.
We'll go get some more from the fridge, Mom.
That was it, Kevin. You know, milk doesn't grow on trees.
Then where's milk go?
I think it's time we visit Dad's friend's dairy farm. What do you think, guys?
Yeah!
It's a dairy farm. It's a dairy farm.
Hi, kids. My name is Bill, and I'm a farmer. We may have already met on a tour of my vegetable farm, but this time you can join me as we take a look at what it's like to live and work on a modern dairy farm. My friends Jerry and Dick Coyne have agreed to let us take a tour of their dairy farm right here in upstate New York. It takes a lot of hard work, education, and dedication to be a dairy farmer, not to mention a whole lot of specialized equipment. So why don't you put on your work boots and I'll show you how it's done. Most of the feed needed for the herd is grown right here on the farm. We chop most of our hay and corn and store it for use throughout the year. Today we're chopping hay. First, a machine called a hay bind cuts the hay and leaves it in rows. Next, this chopper takes over. It works a bit like a snowblower, vacuuming up the hay and blowing it onto the truck that drives alongside it. We need to store more than 15,000 tons of silage each season to feed our herd throughout the year. That much feed will cover a football field with a pile of feed 20 feet high.
Dairy farm. It's a dairy farm.
When we harvest corn, the chopper grinds up the stalks and ears, mixing it all together before it reaches the truck. This machine can harvest about 75 tons per hour. At that rate, it would take about 15 minutes to fill a two-car garage to the roof. The cows on this farm are given a special mixture of feed each day. Like people, cows need to eat a balanced diet in order to stay healthy and strong. The feed ingredients are measured into a special mixing wagon which stirs them up, much like mixing a batch of chocolate chip cookies. Once the feed is mixed, the wagon is driven down the alleyways in the barn where the feed is unloaded and the cows can eat. On average, a cow eats about 100 pounds of food per day and drinks about 30 gallons of water. 100 pounds of food. That's the same as 400 quarter-pound burgers. Now that's an appetite.
If you remember when your mom at the dinner table would tell you, chew your food completely before you swallow it, and take another mouthful and then chew it. Well, what a cow does is they eat a whole bunch of feed at one time, and then when they get time, they go over to the side and they bring up a mouthful at a time, which we call a cud, about the size of a baseball, and they chew and chew and chew 45 to 50 times before they actually swallow that into their stomach. And my father told me years ago, you watch a cow and see if she chews her cud, and if she chews it 45 to 50 times, swallows it and brings up another one, starts chewing away on it, then we know that her stomach is healthy.
Hey, Bill.
Hey, guys. Hey, looks like you found a little friend there. All right, don't forget to do your chores now, okay?
All right.
All right,
See
we'll
you
see you
later.
later. Bye-bye. Takes a lot of family dedication to be dairy farmers, and everyone here works together to do their share. Dairy cows need to be milked every day, all year round. That means even on holidays, weekends, and birthdays, there's always somebody here milking 3 times a day. Hey, big girl. Good thing we don't have to do all our milking by hand anymore. At any given time, there are about 700 cows to be milked on this farm. When milking time comes, The herd is gathered in a waiting area in groups of about 100 cows. A gate comes down behind them and moves them along into an area called the milking parlor as their turn comes. Milking parlors vary in size from farm to farm. This one can accommodate 32 cows at a time. After the cows enter the parlor, their teats are sprayed with an antiseptic cleanser, kind of like washing your hands before you eat or help mom prepare dinner. Next, special vacuum cups are placed on each teat and the milking process begins. It takes about 5 minutes to milk each cow, and they give on average between 2 and 3 gallons at each milking. The milking machine can automatically sense when the milk stops flowing, and it comes off by itself when this happens. As soon as the milk leaves the cow, it's pumped through a special cooling system that brings the temperature down to 38 degrees within 3 minutes. The milk is then stored in huge 5,000-gallon tanks until late afternoon when the milk truck comes to pick it up. You know, this farm produces enough milk to fill a swimming pool in about 3 days. After each milking, all of the equipment must go through a special cleaning. The system is set up to clean all of the pipes and tanks on its own. It takes about 500 gallons of very hot water to clean and sanitize the milking parlor 3 times a day. In addition, every few days, all of the exterior stainless steel is washed with a special cleaning agent that looks a bit like shaving cream. When the milk leaves a dairy farm, it's sent to a processing plant where it's either packaged or made into other dairy products. The milk from this farm is used to make different kinds of cheese.
When the milk comes in, sample's taken into the lab and it's all tested. Once it's approved, we unload it into a silo, and then it's used to make cheese. We'll run it through a pasteurizer to take out all the impurities, pasteurize it. We make all different sizes of cheese, 8 ounce all the way up to 12 pound.
There are over 1,000 cows on this farm, and calves are born practically every day. Shortly after a calf is born, it's identified by a numbered tag which is put in its ear, much like your sister getting your ear pierced. It's important for a farmer to be able to keep track of his cows, and the numbered tags along with a computer helps him do this. Girl calves are called heifers, and boy calves are called bulls. Usually only the heifers remain on dairy farms, as the bull calves cannot produce milk. After 2 years, a heifer calf will be old enough to give birth. After she calves, she'll be called a cow, and she joins the milking herd. A cow has to have a baby calf each year in order to keep making milk. Look at this little one here. This little gal was born just 10 minutes ago. As soon as a calf is 12 hours old, we transport it to one of these private hutches so that we can give them special attention and feeding. By separating the calves from the rest of the herd, we can carefully control their diet and make sure they stay healthy. It's important that newborn calves get their first milk right from their mothers. This first milk, called colostrum, helps the newborn calf keep from getting sick. The new baby's fed from a bottle 2 times a day. Eventually, it learns to eat grain and drink its milk from a bucket. The health of the cows is a big concern for dairy farmers. A veterinarian visits the farm at least once a week to check the herd for any problems. The vet also comes out whenever a cow gets sick. Cows, like people, sometimes need to have their nails clipped. A special harness is used to carefully lift the cow and hold her in place while her hooves are trimmed. The process isn't painful to the cows, and it helps to prevent them from getting sore feet. Taking care of the environment and the animals has always been a high priority for farmers, and this dairy farm is no exception. Dairy farmers were recycling long before most people knew the meaning of the word. Several of the feed ingredients being used are byproducts or leftovers from other industries. For example, here's cottonseed that's left over from cotton balls. We also use recycled products as bedding for our herd. Old tires are set in a concrete barn floor, and sawdust is spread on top to make a soft, comfortable bed for the cows to rest on. A special piece of equipment blows the sawdust on top of the recycled tires. Boy, sure wish it was that easy to make my bed, don't you? Something else dairy farmers recycle is manure. This barn has a special machine that scrapes the manure off the floor every half hour and places it in a holding area. Although manure has a rather unpleasant odor, it's a great fertilizer for our crops. By spreading the manure on our fields, we're able to cut down on the amount of man-made fertilizer used. That not only saves money, but it's better for the environment. Have you ever been bored on a rainy day and wondered what you could do that might be fun and different? Well, sometimes on days like this, we decide to have a party. Even when there are no birthdays or holidays to celebrate, we can still have a fun party. Today we're going to have a milk party. Some of my very favorite things are made from dairy products. Foods like ice cream, milkshakes, and the cheese on pizza.
I'm gonna tell you how to make a squished cheese sandwich, and you need 2 slices of bread and 2 slices of cheese. First, you take the cheese and you put it on the bread. Then you put the other piece of bread on it and squish it. Then you eat it.
Hey guys, what you doing? Making ice cream? Yeah? All right, cool. Can I help? Here, let me open this for you, and Jordan, you're gonna pour this one in, all right? All right. Be real careful. Step right up close to the bucket now. Right in the metal part. Can you reach? There. Hang on to it. Milk and dairy products are an important part of a balanced diet. They help give you strong bones and teeth. Not only are dairy products good for you, but they taste great. Someday when you're bored, why don't you ask your folks if you can throw a milk party? Just gather up some friends and have fun with all the different things you can make out of milk products. I bet you'd be surprised at all the different foods you can think of. I've enjoyed showing you what it's like to live and work on a modern dairy farm. I hope you can join me again as we explore other areas of agriculture and the world we live in. Hey kids, the homemade ice cream's ready. Who's hungry? Hi kids, this is Farmer Bill. Did you know that there are other videos in the Vrrrooommm Farming for Kids series? First, let's take a look at what it's like to live on a modern vegetable farm in the original Vrrrooommm Farming for Kids.
Yum, yum, apple fun, apple trees for everyone. Sing, play, and laugh and say, have a very apple day.
Join me as we get right to the core of fruit farming in Vrrrooommm 3, Apple Farming for Kids. From pollination to peeling, we'll take a fun look at high-tech apple production and processing. To learn more about our videos and accompanying teacher's guides, or to find out where to buy them, call us toll-free at 1-800-518-FARM. That number again is 1-800-518-FARM.